rules. They have like 3 pages of rule books. Here's how I know this. I'm gonna tell you a fact about Texas that'll change the way you think about Texas. There are more tigers in captivity in Texas in private collections than there are in all of the wild of the world. I'm gonna repeat it because I know you're like, oh, the Fear Factor guy's just making shit up to make his jokes work. No, there's more tigers in dudes' yards in Texas than the rest of the fucking planet. How is that possible? Because they can. Because they went through the rule book. Don't say shit about tigers. Order it up, dude. Order it up, dude. One guy got a tiger, and his neighbor's like, shit, I didn't know we'd get tigers. And he got 2 tigers, and the first guy was like, I ain't about to let this faggot out tiger me. And he opened up Tiger World with his oil money.
I think when other people think of America, they really think of Texas.
Most people. I mean, if they're thinking America, they'll say that it'll be Texas. But if it's like Hollywood, they'll say California. You know,
right?
Those are the 2. Some people, like every once in a while, think New York.
But I think when people think about like crazy gun-toting, screaming at football, you know, like that's Texas.
Yeah, guaranteed.
Yeah,
100%.
Driving
proud
trucks.
of it too.
Yeah, proud of it.
Damn sure.
Well, it's a fun place.
Yeah,
you know,
a lot of fun, a lot less regulations, a lot more self accountability. You know?
Yeah. Well, they have fucking zebras and giraffes and shit everywhere.
Yeah.
And they're loose.
Yeah.
Running around.
Mm-hmm. I work with just became accredited zoo that works a lot with confiscated animals. Like they've got hundreds of animals that basically some redneck was like, oh, I'm going to have a white lion, right? Can't take care of it, so they take it.
There's these folks who they got high in this abandoned house, and they were in the house in Texas. And they're wandering around this house smoking weed, and they walked into a room with a fucking tiger in a cage.
Oh, my God.
They called the police, and they had the police come and rescue this fucking tiger, but this was in an abandoned house.
Oh, shit. The house? Oh, my God.
Yeah, there's I mean, they weren't sure, like, here, you find it there? Oh, you got these goddamn pop-up ads. They're getting craftier and craftier with these pop-ups.
And then you don't know if, like, clicking exit's going to download something nowadays.
Texas man, look at this. Texas man enters abandoned home to smoke weed, finds tiger instead.
That's fucked up, man.
Yeah, he thought he was hallucinating.
Oh, man.
He said it was in a rinky-dink cage in the home's garage. But it's weird when you treat animals like property, you know, when you can just do whatever you want with them. And that's how Texas views exotics. Anything that's not like if you have white-tailed deer in Texas, they have pretty liberal tags. Like you can shoot a good number of them, but you have to get tags.
Right.
But if you have like a black buck, which is an African animal, or a Nilgai or something like that, you shoot as many as you want.
Right.
Yeah, you do whatever you want. You sell them to your friends.
Yes.
What does it say? It was secured only with a screwdriver and a nylon strap.
Jesus Christ. I hope this guy got some kind of fucking punishment. The guy who owned the fucking house.
Yeah.
That's a dick move, man.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful tiger.
Yeah, there's something really fucked up about seeing tigers locked up. I don't even like the fact that they feed them. I mean, I feel like you should just let something loose in there.
Yeah, that's what I was saying too. Yeah. That's what I was saying. But from what I was told, yeah, exactly. What I was told was that was just not PC. Like it wasn't acceptable.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Do you ever see the footage of when the U.S. soldiers overtook Baghdad? They had zoos in Baghdad, and what they would do is the lions knew it was happening, so they would let these goats out, and these goats would be wandering around, and then they would open the door, and the lions would sprint because they knew exactly because it was feeding time. So these goats had no idea. They let the goats out, and the goats would be like, oh, just hanging out, being a goat, and then they would open up this fucking door, and U.S. soldiers filmed it.
Oh, wow.
And these lions just make this fucking mad sprint to these goats and just maul them. And that's how they ate.
People got pissed, I'm
People
sure.
shouldn't be pissed. That's what it is.
Yeah.
If you watch a fucking, you go and see a parrot eating seeds. Well, that's what it eats.
Right.
You know, maybe you really identify with seeds and you feel like that.
You just watched it like quickly, flip through it, and then watch Big Cats.
Big Cats?
Or Cat King. Tiger King.
What is that?
Holy fuck, Joe.
What is it?
This is talk about faux confidence. It's on Netflix, and it might be the most amazing show I've ever seen. It's about people who own big cats like tigers, but the whole thing is about petting cubs, cub petting.
You got to pet them when they're real young, and then they stay cool with you?
Well, no. So these guys make a living off cub petting. So they bring the cubs around every once a cub. And then what happens is the cubs grow up, and then they end up with big fucking cats.
Right.
And it is, I won't talk to you about it. I'll let you watch it and enjoy it with someone who's like, once you've seen it, there's no reason for me to tell you about it.
It's
fucking
thing,
amazing.
Man. Even if you treat your cat really, really well, you got him in a cage. The cat does not want to be in a fucking cage.
No shit.
They don't want to be in a cage.
We got a code red. Someone ripped off Brenda's arm. It is.
Someone ripped off someone's arm?
Joe, you got to watch it.
Bro.
It is.
There's 187 cats on his Oklahoma property.
Oh, my God.
50 acres or something like that. Maybe
Oh, my
not a lot.
God.
Dude, it is.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to save it
Plus
for
chips.
when you watch it. And
Somebody
then you can.
ripped someone's arm off? Okay.
Uh-huh.
That's
And
what
she went back
happens.
to work 7 days later.
Oh, my God. With
Savage,
no arm?
With no fucking arm.
So now she has a stump.
Little stump.
Oh, my God. That's
Still working
so
with big cats.
Crazy. That is so crazy. Can you imagine if they just started eating part of you and you're like, I still got a leg. I get this part of my foot.
The one guy found the job off Craigslist. He's like, I've never seen anything like this. Fuck it. Let's do it.
If you had a job like that, people are going to sign up. Like, no matter what it is.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you had a job to go out and castrate wolves, there's going to be guys that are like, I think I can do it.
By the way, we haven't even gotten to the fucking. That's not even the crazy part. When you get into these guys' lifestyles, this guy married one. First of all, he's gay. Doesn't look gay. Married one dude, and then they brought in another dude. They have a throuple. That's not the crazy one. The crazy one's the guy that lives in South Carolina that's got fucking 9 wives who he grooms. Joe, this is one like.
Really?
Look, everyone, my special Hey Big Boys on Netflix, but fucking watch this show first.
Wow, that's strong praise.
It is
Tiger King. I'm writing that down. I'm putting it on my phone.
Me and the girls watched Hey Big Boy, and it was funny. We giggled. We talked through whatever. Like at the end credits, I put like all the stuff that's from. I put Isla's period party cake. I put in the credits. I put like her test. My dad howling like an owl, and then Big Cats comes on. Or Big King. What's it called?
Tiger King.
Tiger King.
That it?
And within 15 seconds, George and I are like, "All right, everyone's up. We found our show."
It's that good.
It's fucking good. It's good.
There's something about people and giant, crazy animals. People that want to keep those animals as pets. Like there's this Russian dude, I think, who has a polar bear and he swims with the polar bear. Have you ever seen it?
No.
He's in a swimming pool with a polar bear. He's like hanging out with the thing and cuddling with it. And I was like, what in the fuck are you doing, man?
But you don't identify with that a little bit? Because I do. I definitely do. As a dude with big dogs.
Well, I think it's cool, to watch because it's not killing him. It's like, look at it. It's hugging him. It's kissing him.
Until it decides not to.
Well, I think if you bears, I think are a different animal because if you keep bears really well fed, they're not just predators. They're omnivores, right? So if you keep bears really well fed, they're probably pretty chill. And I wonder if bears are like people. Like I think if you feed people only vegetables, I really believe this, they probably get less aggressive. Because I think your body probably doesn't think you need to be chasing things and killing things because you're not eating animal protein. So your body's like, oh, we can just relax and stroll and just pick berries and eat grasses and stuff. You know what? I think if you did the same thing to a bear, maybe if you just gave the bear like apple pies and blueberries.
Look at that bear get out of a pool.
Yeah. Bro, he's so big.
Here's the problem is I would love one.
Yeah, I don't think you're allowed to have one for a real good reason. Because there's a lot of people that shouldn't have fucking dogs, man. You've seen bad dogs, and people have bad dogs.
There's a lot of people that shouldn't have dogs, especially in L.A.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of people that they don't train their dogs well, and their dogs are like really aggressive, and they jump up on people. And, imagine if it was a bear that did that. Just the responsibility. Look at the length of its neck. It's so crazy. They have such long necks. But what it is, it's the animal that it is. It seems ridiculous. You should be able to have that in your backyard. Like that's a polar bear. I don't know where that guy lives. Where is that? Does it say?
Oh, it's got to be Ohio, Oklahoma, One of those cities. Ohio
Remember
seems
the
like.
one guy who shot himself and let all the animals out?
Yeah, they talk about that on the fucking thing.
Oh, yeah.
That's part of the reason that it's illegal to have fucking big cats in Ohio.